NCRP Productions presents Shadowrun, Sunday in the Shadows, Season 2, Episode 3.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sunday in the Shadows. My name's David. Today we're playing Shadowrun 6th Edition, and we're going to run around the table really quick and introduce our players and characters, beginning with the leader of this group of individuals, Jelly.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Jelly, the face character for the group.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro. I'm running Hot Hands, the Hermetic Mage.
Good afternoon, it's Barry. I am running the Dwarven Adept, MF.
Hello, this is Josh. I am playing Nomad, the Elven Covert Ops.
All right. So, last we left off, you guys had gotten to this research facility, found out that it isn't necessarily abandoned, that there are some life presence here. You guys encountered a three-headed dog that you were able to dispatch, and now Hot Hands has somehow interacted telepathically with someone in this place, has been beckoned forth for negotiations and reparations for the loss of life in one of these individuals' pets, which was most likely the dog that you guys killed. So that's where we pick up. You guys are at the gate where you have found this hole. It's obvious as you guys look at the fence, the fence rather, that it has been kind of melted away. And you do see, upon further examination, you do see that it does look like whatever caused the breach came from inside the perimeter, worked its way out, because there's residual evidence of that on the ground.
If my memory serves from last week, we're making the assumption that the dog's death was the pet the thing was talking about to Hot Hands, but we don't actually know for sure that's what it was.
That's the only thing we killed, right?
That's the only thing we know we killed. We could have run over something on the way over here on this rock. I mean,
yeah.
or
my turtle was crossing the road.
I'm just throwing it out there.
LT didn't say anything on the way over here, but
And it's probably not Tube Girl.
All right. So,
Okay. Yeah, well, that can't be good. It just said that I have fresh blood.
What
Okay,
else
if
would
that's
you
not a red
have?
flag for anyone else.
It's a bloody red flag to me.
Yeah, I mean, considering this is all kind of one big red flag that keeps getting painted different red shades. So, I mean, I'm no more dead than I was 2 minutes ago.
Well, here's my question. What's keeping you in meeting him alone? I mean, is he going to come out here and fight us? Is he going to come confront us? Is he going to send the other two dogs? Are there more dogs that we don't know about?
Well,
What leverage
These are all
does
good
he have?
questions we don't know.
What leverage does he have for us to put ourselves in this situation?
magic.
Magic.
I mean, we could always just leave.
We could always just leave.
We could, but then we get nothing.
Or I go in there, y'all are still on comms. If it gets bad, y'all leave and I'll see if I can make it out to you.
I just feel like this is a unreasonable risk for a little gain. If he wants to talk to us, let him come talk to us.
It's a fair point, but I gotta admit I'm a little interested in this as well.
You'll come to learn, Nomad, that Hot Hands' curiosity knows no bounds.
It
Unfortunately.
truly does not.
At this point, there are quite a few valuable things in here that we could potentially flip and sell, assuming that this handler allows us to. I think that there's always a way everyone can win. I don't believe in no-win situations. And so I think that, why not?
Where are you to meet?
Over at the housing unit.
So consider maybe negotiate. We don't touch garage, we don't touch housing unit, we only touch building that is mostly underground anyway. He gives us that. Is value.
Were these buildings in some way subterraneanly connected, or were they all completely separate when you were
Not
here?
that I know of. We always came from dormitory across grounds, so possibly, but I don't know. I say it's worth considering. Mine did not speak of Nomad, so Nomad is already inside fence. So maybe we all go in fence, while you go speak.
Additionally, he knows that Hot Hands is here.
Yes.
He obviously has the ability to penetrate Hot Hands' mind.
Yes.
If we don't go along with it, he could resort to mind control. I mean,
Which we've seen is bad.
we're
Doesn't
not.
he need to be able to see us to do that? I mean, he has to come out of his hidey hole.
No, we don't know this.
I mean, we have a lot better chances with us grouped up versus him
Yes.
than one of us alone.
I want to look around and see if I can see any windows or
Cameras or
a place that would allow line of sight.
Yeah. So as you look around, you see the housing facility is a 3-story building. The one thing that you're going to notice when you now start to kind of take in some of the details, all of the windows in the housing facility are completely blacked out.
Like curtains or like a car.
Yeah, like a car.
Okay.
Look like they've all been basically tinted.
were they tinted when I lived here?
No.
Okay. So that is new.
So it seems to me like something has taken up residence here. I mean, I don't particularly know that this thing is defending what we're after, so...
When I start looking at the buildings, does MF notice that the buildings, now that I'm much closer than looking through his eye, am I noticing the buildings are... So I guess the question is, does it look like there is years worth of buildup? Because obviously if it's an active facility, it's going to be periodically painted.
Right.
What I'm thinking in my head, just so you guys know, what I'm thinking in my head is, did whatever this thing is, did it move in 20 years ago, or did it move in 2 weeks ago?
How thick is the dust?
Well, it's not even that. Just the outside of the building. Is there green? Is there green growth? Is there discoloration, sandblasting?
It looks like there was overgrowth here, but it's now been withered, probably because it's similar to what you've seen with the blighted vegetation. When you look at the buildings, they are in various states of disrepair.
Okay.
So it does not look like they've been upkept.
Maybe this thing it moved in after Evo take over Yamatetsu and maybe it's been here a long time.
Very well could be.
Which mean, oh no. Think about this. What if Natasha is food? What if it is vampire? Blood? Fresh blood? Natasha is hooked up to tubes?
Food would make sense.
Maybe it's not we kill dog. Maybe it thinks we kill Natasha. But we take.
Well, then he'll be pleased to know that we can return Natasha.
Here she is.
Wait.
Good as new.
We can even hook up for you, yes?
Or
Full service.
I'll be pleased to know if we could just put a bullet through his head and move on with our run.
Through the vampires?
Vampires die just like anybody else.
Is the movie shows, yes. But-
First, we have to get close enough to see
Yes.
it. So
And I'm
I,
assuming it's a
survive.
vampire.
Yeah,
and survive. Yeah, no.
but
you have
that's
to
the
respect.
MF's idea.
I-
so.
I don't mean to be.
We have two
a
clues
downer,
pointing to that, but
with the way magic works, you might not know if that vampire is listening in on y'all.
Yes.
even more reason
So
to not go
so
in
it's,
there.
it's not my choice. Jelly, what is decision?
Go meet him, Hot Hands.
Alrighty then.
And what do we do? Do we wait here or do we go into lab?
We'll wait.
Okay,
No.
now sit down.
Don't
I
worry,
sit down,
Jelly.
obviously
I got
frustrated. And start
You're still down
checking.
the ramp, right? Or did you come out back up with us?
Well, I assumed you guys went to the fence.
We're outside
entrance,
the fence,
right?
I'm assuming that you guys are all kind of congregating
Yeah.
around this hole in the fence.
Right.
but
okay.
outside the fence. We
Yeah,
have
Outside
not
the
stepped
fence,
in.
right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you come
So,
back
yeah,
up?
I come out to
Okay.
be in person, but yeah, I'll just be I'll just with frustration sit down and start.
Is maybe
Cleaning my rifle
is
and
maybe a
checking my
little gruesome, but can you pop by and give to?
Is
I
it removable?
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's not something I'm perfect.
Probably not. But
I don't think it would be something
Can
we
you
could
check?
easily.
I think that would be something you would need to have installed.
Yeah, that'd be like a
specifically.
special.
But that is an interesting idea.
Keep
that did happen.
keep calm open. Maybe turn on GoPro.
I'll just put on my GoPro helmet for you. No, but I will go back into the truck and grab some of my herbal tea.
It's like a mile away.
Oh, that's right. Well, darn
I'll be
it.
back in a little while.
Never
Wait here.
mind. Although that would be good for restoring some stun.
Yeah,
But, no, okay, so then I'll just go in tealess.
2 mile hike.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know what happened to the dogs after they stopped chasing.
Blood doesn't
hot
smell
hands
so
left.
fresh anymore.
Yeah, right. All right. So you're gonna head over towards the housing facility. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move up to the housing facility, you know that you can see that it's kind of hotel style. You know, it has like an overhang with like maybe a drive-through, and there's like stone pillars, you know, and the architecture of it. But you can tell that there's withered ivy, you know, along that are hanging off the edges. It's all been withered. And there are some big doors. Now, all the windows in here are blacked out completely. You can't see inside. But there is a set of doors there. You know, and as you approach, unless you're going to do anything else, once you get to a certain, you know, once you get right outside of them, they open.
Yeah, well, automatic doors. And I'll walk up.
Yep.
I'm here as I
Right,
walk into the door.
Yep, the door's open, and you're looking into a lobby, right? And now, inside, it's well kept. You know, it's quite neat and tidy, actually, and quite clean. There is not an odor or anything. The paint, you know, it's fairly well preserved in here, but it is dark.
Okay, I'll pull out my flashlight, my little flashlight, and turn it on if there's no light, and say, well...
I mean, it's. I'm sorry, I don't mean that it's pitch black, but it's you know,
dimly
dimly lit.
tinted with.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's dimly
excellent.
lit. Yeah.
That's fine. Then
Fine.
then I'll walk in.
Okay.
Say, where would you like to meet?
There, you hear the ding of an elevator,
Oh.
right to the left, and it opens up.
Which immediately means that there's still power here.
Yeah.
Yes, there's power because the doors outside opened when you walked up to them.
All right. Well, y'all, and I'll use my sub vocals. Looks like I'm going up an elevator. I hope up, and I'll go into the elevator.
Okay.
Just tell us what floor you're headed to.
So you go in an elevator. There's 3 buttons on the panel there, and then there's like an emergency stop button, that kind of thing. Right? You're just standing in the elevator.
Which floor? I don't know this place.
Right.
I'm like looking around for. If no answer comes, I'll just hit the top floor.
Okay. So you hit 3. All right. And the door closes. The elevator starts to go up. You know, the elevator doesn't make any strange noise or anything. It sounds like everything in here is in really good state of repair. Yeah, the elevator door opens up, and you look out onto the hallway, right? And you see. Well, actually, give me a perception roll.
Hey, 1.
Okay, you got 1. Do you have any vision in hand, like thermographic, or you're human, right?
No, I'm human
Yeah.
mage. Yeah, no
Alright.
enhancements.
So it is dimly lit. You see that there are when the door opens, and you look down the hallway, there are 2 creatures that are kind of hunched over and kind of resting over on all fours, and they start to back up as the elevator door opens up, and you hear a kind of a hissing sound, something very reminiscent. You've heard this sound before at the hotel where you met Nomad.
All right. Well, I don't like that at all. Howdy, y'all. I'm not here to cause problems for you.
Boy.
Where is your boss this way?
So there's some, obviously there's only a few room doors up here that you can see, right? These are probably like higher end quarters and things like that. But at the end of the hallway, there are some doors. One of these creatures like pushes one of the doors open, right? So are you gonna stay in the elevator? Are you gonna approach or?
It's like gesturing for me to go that way, or he just pushes it open.
It pushes the door open. Yeah.
I'll start heading that way.
Okay. All right. And
Talk to us, hot hands. Where are you headed? in
So
there?
I'm on the 3rd floor. Looks like I'm going in the compass direction of
north. You're heading north.
I'm heading north.
What are the rooms you're near?
Uh,
and I'll name off room numbers.
So up here they are suite names.
This is all the suites up here.
They're named after. Looks like they're named after the season. So you pass one says fall suite.
Yeah.
You pass one winter suite. You know that kind
Have
of
the Technomancer pull up the maps of the. Oh, wait, no.
So you come to this. So you're eventually going to work your way up the hallway, and you're gonna begin to peer into this room. And as it kind of comes into your vision, what you see is this. You look into the room. There's an individual there sitting on a large couch. He's got all these, like, kind of similar to what you saw with Natasha. These hoses that are connected to him, right? Mm-hmm. And he looks at you. He's withered and old, and he says in English, you know, he's like, "Why have you invaded my home and killed my pets? Why are you here?"
Hi, well.
Out loud?
Yes, he says it out loud.
Well, Mr.
My name's not important.
Okay, I was just trying to be polite.
Mr.
Well, sir, we weren't trying to cause you no trouble. We're looking for something, and it's in the building down there.
He's like, "I'm looking for something. You have something that belongs to me.
And what might that be?
One of your own.
And which one of my own?
You choose."
And this is because we killed one of your dogs?
A debt is owed.
Well, then can I ask something? If we give you someone, do we have your permission to go down into that building over there and get what we need?
What business is it of yours? What exists? What are you looking for?
I have a friend of mine, an acquaintance of mine. A friend of mine.
Tell him research.
It's research notes. Old research notes of theirs. This blight going on, we figured now would be a decent enough time to come and collect them. He was shuffled out of there before he could collect the notes.
He says, "Are you the cause of this mess?"
Oh no, I'm actually quite intrigued about what's going on with this. It's very strange the way it's affected the Earth. There seems to be an astral film over the ground. Do you know anything about it?
No. But it's making my stay here difficult.
So, mister, do you care if we collect some research?
First, pay me my bounty.
Ask him what about it is difficult.
Might I ask, sir, what particularly makes this difficult for you? I mean, you're clearly an awakened something. Wait, does he actually, out of game, does he look like a ghoul? Do they have a specific
He looks
look?
ghoulish.
Yeah, ghoulish
looking, but he doesn't look like the creatures that like pushed the door over, the things that you met at the hotel. But he looks more human, you know, than the ghoul does. But he doesn't look ridden with some type of disease like the ghouls do. He's something maybe different.
Yeah. I'll say, well, I really didn't want to give her up, but we do have somebody that we can trade in if need be. If that's all we can do.
Who might that be?
Someone we picked up on the road. The point is I got someone for you. I didn't want to give them up, and I don't really think their life equates to that of a dog. No offense, I love dogs. I'm a dog person myself. Is there anything else you might want? I mean, I'm a mage myself. Maybe there's something going on that I can help you with.
Hot hands. Maybe ask him if there is. Again, ask him if what interests him, what makes it tough to live.
Perhaps
Maybe something I could do.
Perhaps there's something that we can do to help you out. We got someone. Well, the one whose research we're looking for, they're quite handy. Maybe they can help you out with your situation.
I bet that he can. Why don't you bring him to me?
Not in that trade. He's too valuable.
So for me, people are a resource that I must quite agreeably contend with. So you're saying that you've met someone on the road? I'm interested to find out who this person is.
For now, they're just a trading pawn. So
let me tell you how this trade is going to work.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to let you walk out of here intact as you are in this moment. In exchange, for you bringing back this individual that you're speaking of, and I'm going to consume them because, as I said, people are a resource for me.
I'm putting my gecko
And this
gloves
blight,
on.
this condition outside
Walking
has
over
made
to
it
the
difficult for me to maintain myself at an acceptable level.
Ask him if it would be more worth a life or assistance in functioning as he did once.
And I'll use my sub vocals. Chili. I think I have a plan. I think it'll work out.
Okay.
Hot hands, the remaining 7 that were in the lab, they were all dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
we could have possibly given. Okay.
So
Guys, there is no way we're doing business with this thing. I'm walking to the building with my climbing gloves, ready to climb up to the floor. I already got them strapped on, and I'm just
I'll
there's
say
no way I'm standing by
we-
and letting you guys
I'll
turn
say-
that girl over to whatever is up there, and I'm getting ready to climb up the building. So
why
So
don't
you've already walked in the fence. You're walking to
no,
the
yeah,
residence.
So you're moving in.
are
to the
you
front.
are
All
you
right.
saying that? Are you
I'm
telling
talking
us?
while I'm
Yeah.
heading there. I'm not.
I'll say, or you can wait and let me do this where we're all win. And I'll say, all right, mister, let me go down, and I'll bring back what's due to you.
Good.
I'm going to stop a Nomad from climbing a wall.
smashing the
So,
window.
So I'm putting on the suction cups.
yeah.
And so I'll say, you
I'm
know,
not taking the elevator.
thank
sorry.
you for being a reasonable man. I sometimes suffer from bouts of anger, and you know I've been able to remain calm, and I think that was from your calm disposition. So I thank you. So I'll be right back with what's due to you.
Very good.
Thank you for not tearing me limb from limb. And I if it matters, I do apologize. I don't like the killing of dogs. Dogs a bit more than just a resource, in my opinion. But I'll be back. Don't want to take more of your time. Go ahead. You relax there. I'll be back.
It's
And
like my concierge will see you out.
yeah,
Ghoulies.
excellent.
So yeah, the ghouls like, you know, so they so one of the ghouls is down by the elevator, you know, and is like, you know, hit the button, you know.
yeah,
A little
yeah.
bow tie.
yeah.
Totally nude.
I'll
maybe
pull out a
loincloth.
single Newton and give it to him.
They keep their distance from you.
Oh.
They're not. Yeah, they're obvious. It's obvious they're not like comfortable, you know. But they as you move, they keep the distance, you know. But they kind of try and guide you, you know, let you go through.
Can I pull out like a 5 Union bill and
Just
then
drop it on the
just
ground.
drop it on the ground and say thanks, guys?
I don't think it's paper currency. It's more
I
like coin,
know.
but
Can I just
no.
have a piece of paper that
you
says
get the
Union?
feeling that money's
yeah.
probably not a valuable, you know,
There's like
resource here.
corpse script where it's like paper script.
Yeah.
Like notes.
Okay, so I'll head on back, and if I see you on the way, I'll say you're gonna want to be around for this. And then so we'll go back in. I'll come in and I'll say,
So in means you're going to come back to us.
Yeah, you guys.
Which is outside.
Which you guys are
outside.
still at the
Yeah.
fence. Have you now? So
I thought we were at the ramp, but yeah.
no,
No.
you guys are back at the fence.
Very clearly decided we were all around the hole in the fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the outside.
And then you
trying to
sat down
respect it.
And
because you were
yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
So you've circumvented, like, you know, him, like, you dissuaded him from, like,
Yeah.
not going to climb any buildings.
Well,
Okay.
I kind of got the impression that Hot Hands was trying to set up something instead of being honest, so I took a pause. Yeah.
Okay.
so I'll come back in and I'll say, Jelly, do you trust me in my judgments?
Sure.
I'll say, all right. LT, are we? Is the truck pointing towards the gate or away from the gate now?
Truck's a mile away.
And it's
Truck's
pointing
my way.
towards the gate.
Towards the
I'll
gate.
say, all right. Oh, we need to. And I'm gonna say this very clearly and in my head, just in case he's still there. All right, all. We need to go back to the truck. We're gonna go ahead and get a trade for him, and I'm gonna wink at all of you. So let's head back to the truck, nice and easy, like, and we're gonna drive the truck back. Bring the tribute for this man, and that'll be that.
So, as you guys are discussing this, you can all make a perception test.
Anything benefited?
No. Just straight perception.
Hot diggity.
Hot dog, none.
None.
3,
0.
4,
2. All right.
I'm
Five.
too focused.
And what does Nomad have?
4.
Okay, cool. So everyone except for Hot Hands, you notice that there are 2 of these dogs have taken up a perimeter around you, right? And are just,
Inside the fence.
right now they're inside the fence, but you see that they've kind of come into your view and they kind of just start slowly kind of walking. They're position themselves
Paralleling us on the other side of the fence.
Exactly.
That's
Okay.
why.
Yep. So, and as you guys start to move away from the fence, the dogs are going to move towards the opening in the fence. If you can, I'm assuming you're going to keep your eyes on them. It would be the natural thing to do. And these dogs are going to basically keep their distance, but they're going to pace with you as you guys move away.
I'll say
7
don't.
more bullets.
They're not doing anything aggressive,
Yeah.
One
but they
for each of
are
them.
keeping tabs on you. It's obvious. They're watching you.
Yeah. I'll say don't mind them. They're just gonna probably trail us. We'll drive the truck up and bring the tribute. So let's get back to that truck.
Do you think maybe they are his eyes?
That's very possible.
We could just astrally project as well, but you would see him, I guess.
He
Oh, we don't
possibly.
need to.
He may not.
We don't need to agitate him anymore at this moment. So
Nomad, do you have?
Don't know
you
how
have
many
bullets?
ghouls you might have inside.
You
that
should
place.
be. You should be reloading. On the.
I got 7. That's 1 for each of the heads, so those 2.
All right, settle down, boys. We are following Hot Hands here. He's got the lead. He says
Yes.
it's under control.
Yes.
I'll slot
No
my
need.
other 3 in, I guess.
No need for bullets.
Reload the magazine here just in case. Okay. So you guys are gonna move
No, I did
back
that
to the
earlier.
truck.
Yeah.
All right. So you move back to the truck. The dogs follow you the whole way. They keep, they keep a good distance from you. They keep a good 50-meter
50-meter
distance from
Got
you.
it.
Right. And they're gonna pace you all the way back to the truck. You get to the truck. And LT's there. What's going on?
I'll say, all right, I'll go ahead and load on up. I'll wait till everybody's on thing, and then I'll close the door behind and say, all right, everyone. Yeah, that was all a very agitating little event there. I don't want to give this man anything. So LT, I need you to go ahead and prime those missiles. We're gonna go ahead and drive up there, and I want you to light up that building.
Thought you'd never ask. All right.
And I'll look to Jelly to see if Jelly says anything. But
Jelly's playing Scrabble on his phone.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say, yeah, LT. There are active. I'll say there are active. There are active combatants within that building. We need to go ahead and eradicate them.
Okay. He kind of looks at you, kind of to look for like did I hear that right?
Yes, the housing unit there. We need to eradicate it. I'd like to use several missiles. Go ahead and use 3 missiles. I believe that's enough ordnance.
Okay. Right. So he fires up the truck and it starts to move. Right. You guys might want to buckle in. I'm gonna pick up enough speed to punch through the barrier. Right. We're gonna breach. Hold on. Right. So as the truck starts to move, you see that the dogs that were once outside trailing, now they pick up the speed to try and pace with the truck. But as the truck accelerates, so do the dogs, but eventually the truck is going to outpace the dogs.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and give me another willpower plus intuition roll.
You're not still maintaining his invisibility.
Oh no, I'm dropping that.
Invisible the whole time.
Let me see.
I'm like trying to be
Where's
all
Nomad?
frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stop
damn
it.
it! Nobody can notice me. And I'm like,
unless
We
you
just see the
guys-
little footprints of you stomping around.
unless you guys want to give me.
I think this is the time to use edge.
Well, I got 0, so I need 1. If I use 2 of those, I would get 1 success. I don't know what Dave rolled, but I'm guessing it's more than 1.
I definitely think you should use edge on this one.
So pull 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 success.
Okay, I have 3.
Yeah.
So you hear in your mind, you'll pay for your arrogance.
I haven't done anything yet. You pissed me off, bud. That's on you.
Okay, so as you guys are near the fence, the gate post, LT says, "Hold on, this might get a little rough." Oh yeah. Oh, right on. Cool. 5 successes. He punches through. So with the truck, he completely blows the gate, and punches right through. Not enough to really do any damage for you guys inside the truck, but he breaks through the gate and starts motoring up the 8th mile, stretch towards the kind of compound, if you will. As you get a little closer, you hear the rocket pod, deploy. As he kind of launches 3 rockets off. See, so we're gonna go. That's
Fire be
4,
holding back.
5, 6.
We have not made it home yet.
I figured save a couple.
Let's see.
Okay.
For a rainy day.
Okay, 4. All right, cool. So he hits with the first one, hits with the second,
Come on,
and misses with the third.
Can he use the edge to re-roll a die?
Uh,
And do we want to?
I would say, yeah.
Okay, he'll take it.
Okay.
All right, so he uses the final. All right, he'll re-roll one of the failures and gets a 1. All right. So he misses with the third rocket, but the first 2 rockets hit. Yeah, right. So the rockets careen into the building and cause a bunch of damage. He pretty much takes out the entryway, right, and then a bunch of damage onto the 2nd floor. And there's a small fire burning, and a lot of the glass on that facing of the wall shatters. As you guys look on, it appears, without seeing anything specific, it seems like you see a lot of scurried movement inside, which leads you to believe that there were probably a good complement of something inside the building. Like, you open up the old woodshed, and you're like, okay, all those Black Widows just moved at one time, but I don't see any of them anymore. They all scurried under their webs, kind of like that. As the light spills in, and this building kind of gets rocked.
So first thing, we need to take care of dogs now.
Right.
Everyone out.
So at this point, LT is going to come to a stop with the truck, and you're going to be about, he's going to stop about 50 meters from the housing facility. The front of the truck still pointed towards the main entrance, and he's like,
I'll say, LT, go ahead and fire one more missile for good measure, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll initiative
That sounds
at this point.
We might want him to turn around after this.
Get us out of here.
But yeah, I mean, luckily, we shouldn't be able to do very much during the day. Maybe that one.
We have no idea for sure what we're dealing with. We're assuming it's schools.
I was hoping the missiles would do a little
Thought
bit
the
more.
missiles would do a little more also.
We don't know
I know,
what
they
didn't
did.
scurry.
If
There
they
might have been a lot
specifically
in
said
more,
aim at the
but
3rd level,
that's what I was. That was the only thing I
You don't really have the
regretted.
trajectory
couldn't
for that
aim,
with
that's
a
the thing.
fixed mounted.
Is that it can't pivot or
Well,
anything.
let's build a little ramp and just get it in.
All right, we need 25 minutes at least.
We're just gonna need 25 minutes and 25 degrees.
There you go.
We just gotta get a couple of mortars is what we really need.
All right, we'll put it on the
On
Christmas
the
list
On the Christmas list.
or the Hanukkah list.
Okay, so all right, hot hands. What do you have?
I have a total of 8.
8. All right, MF
18.
18, Jelly,
11.
and Nomad
12.
12. Okay, 18 is gonna be first with MF.
Well, yeah, I'm out the door, right at the side of the truck, assuming the dogs are coming. As soon as they're in visual range, I will shoot.
Okay.
So I will hold till visual range.
All right.
I'm assuming that the movement is a minor action.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Unless you do a run, a sprint, which is.
I don't think I have to
action.
do that to just literally get out,
no.
but it's up to you.
All right.
Yes, okay.
So 18. Okay. So on 17, they are going to make athletics.
If you'll let me know what their distance is, I can
Okay.
track it for us too.
So 18 plus 25 is
43.
43 meters.
And how
so,
far were they?
They were 200 yards away. So
So now they're 157.
157. Yep. Which does give you a shot, I think, at long range. Doesn't it?
Medium.
Oh, medium range? Okay. All right.
There's no such thing as long range. It's actually far range.
Yeah, far. Sorry. Far.
I know it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
far and extreme, yeah. All right, so, yes, you do have a shot if you have a weapon that can shoot that has a far range increment, or medium range increment, which I'm sure you do.
Yep, I just gotta.
There are 2 dogs that are at a full sprint
Sadly, again, it doesn't have. Does anyone know where the weapons specifically are?
For
in the back. He starts
I might
spraying
have,
bullets.
I might have got us into some shit,
Max
guys.
10.
Well, I mean, we'll get this handled one way or another.
Well, let's get
So-
this bread.
Get
What
that-
are
get
what
that
are the
beta.
what are the distances normally? Is close, near, medium?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
Close, near, medium, far, and
so
extreme.
and I'm at medium, right?
Yeah.
So I will take medium. My attack rating at medium is 7.
Okay. And my
I think it gives them an edge if they're the same. Kind
yeah, I have a defense rating of 12. And then so I'm rolling my
I'm going to take aim, which you said was a plus
3,
1.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
take
10,
aim.
11, and an extra die. All right, cool. All right,
Josh. go
Yes.
ahead.
Plus
Yes.
one.
Plus 1. Okay.
and it's that uses your a minor action.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you're going to fire. I'm gonna roll my defense test.
It's gonna be one of those days.
All right, I have 5 hits.
Miss. I have 2.
Boom, cross off the ammo. All right. It is now Their turn, they ran, so it is now Nomad's turn. Oh, I'm sorry, it is... Yes, now Nomad's turn.
All right, so I'm following like in step behind MF, getting out, ready in the rifle, lining up the dogs, and taking a shot.
Okay.
So I'm going to use semi-automatic, which in this case my attack rating is 11, but it semi-automatic reduces the attack rating by 2 and increases damage by 1. So I'm not giving up an edge to get an extra free damage.
Yeah, right.
I just realized that.
So you're gonna fire. Go ahead and take a shot.
To unscrew this situation up.
Dogs
Oh,
are literally just starting.
Oh no. 3.
I have 7.
God.
Yeah, don't even count them.
All right.
7.
So, dog, you're shooting at it, and dog's getting closer. All right. So 11 is Jelly.
Oh, that was 2.
All right,
shots
I'm gonna
instead of 1.
try something. I'm gonna stick my head out the window, and using my
He's jerky up.
no, but using my voice modifier, I'm going to try and sound like the voice that we heard talking to Hot Hands.
We didn't hear a voice.
You
Yeah,
didn't
we
hear
did.
it. Oh yes. She specifically asked.
Yeah.
Dude, can I hear it? When Hot Hands was having the conversation.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
And I'm gonna
Yes.
say, I guess I'm gonna say stay. I don't really know a lot of dog.
So you're gonna try and command the dogs basically in this
Yes.
authoritative, try and mimic the sound.
Yeah.
of the-
Are you trying to
Whatever.
impersonate him, or do you
Yeah.
have something
No,
to
that's-
mod? Okay.
Yeah, I have I have voice mod.
That's
Wait,
great,
so-
that's a great idea.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
That's a great
that's an
idea.
awesome actually.
That's a really fucking awesome idea.
It's like-
I've been brewing it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with stay.
Okay,
Or
all
sit.
right.
I'm gonna say sit.
Okay, so
And then
you're gonna
can I-
try and this is gonna be an influence.
Okay.
Now you don't get your social well.
Stay.
It's up to you. Yeah.
You don't get the pheromones.
Yeah, you don't get the pheromones.
Okay,
But yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just
You
just influence
You didn't
then.
pay extra for the dog pheromones.
No. And so I influences with charisma,
Yeah.
And they're gonna resist with their.
but I don't get the extra. Okay. All right. Here we go. Gosh. Okay, I got 3 successes.
I have 2.
Awesome.
So very very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. I think it's a great idea. So
Yay.
you're like this authoritative voice that sounds familiar. You're like try and basically tell it to stay. So we'll see what happens on its turn.
And because I didn't use this, I give it back to you now.
No.
No.
You
That's for
keep
you.
it. That's for you.
Cool.
Right. So Hot Hands is on 8.
All right.
Good idea, by the way.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell.
Remember that. I'm like, hey, voice modulator.
so-
Cool.
I'll tell LT go ahead and prime another one and launch it, and then I peek my head out, and I want to look and see, or yeah, I'm still inside. Do I know which side I was in, where his room was?
You know that when you came out of the elevator, you went north.
North. Okay.
Right. So right now you are facing the.
North side.
You came in. North. No, you're facing the south side.
Okay.
Right,
Now,
south side.
second question: did I see windows in his room?
You went in, went up the elevator. What's that?
Did I see windows in his room?
So there were inside that room. There were long curtains that were drawn over the windows.
Wonderful. Long curtains. Okay, cool. I'm going to say you guys distract the dogs. I'm gonna go take out some windows. And my objective is I want to move until I can see those Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I just realized I just told LT to launch some missiles. So
All right.
never mind, actually. But my next move after those hit, so I'll hold my action for now.
Okay.
Until LT can do that.
So that's gonna bring us all the way back to the top with MF.
Waiting, holding.
Waiting, holding. All right.
The dogs were told to stay. I'm not going to shoot them while they're staying.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot them after they start to stay. It's like making an easier shot.
So on the dog's turn, the dogs stop. All right, and just like they stop. They don't sit or anything. Like they stop for a second.
If we take a shot
Right.
now, would we have any?
Basically forfeits
like-
their turn, right? As they get
okay.
a little confused, like,
So
oh,
I'm holding.
Alright.
My reaction is
Now-
to the dogs moving at all.
okay, all right. So the dogs stop on their turn,
They're
right?
not gonna start moving until the
And
next turn. So
give
you
up
might
their
as well
round,
Take advantage of this turn. I mean,
Right. She's basically Jelly's
Yeah.
basically bought you.
She bought us a free shot.
round.
Take
Yeah,
that
a free
shot.
shot.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're yelling at me, take the shot, take the shot.
Yeah.
I'll take the shot.
The dogs are, huh?
MF, take the shot, MF, take the shot.
I'm
Shoot the
enjoying
damn dog. Moral of the story: shoot the dogs.
moral of the story.
Yeah, it is not going to be my day. It's literally nothing.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You didn't glitch, did you?
Nope.
Okay. All right, so
It's aliens.
So then on 14, okay, so then on 12 is Nomad.
Okay, so I am taking the shot. I'm going to do the same thing as last time, which was +1 damage, -1 attack rating. Since they didn't cover any distance, right?
Nope.
They did not this
So,
turn.
okay.
So they're at the same range. What are they at? I think you were keeping track.
157 meters.
157.
Okay, so medium range. That's 9 attack rating. Yep, cool. 5.
I have 4.
Nice.
So that's 8 damage with the extra success and the semi-automatic mode.
And I have 2, so I take the 6.
Okay, we could do it 2 more times.
No.
Yeah.
5 more times.
Yeah, 5 more hits. Just put 1 through each of them, and we'll
Good.
be all right.
So that was on 12. 11 is Jelly.
All right, I'm out of ideas now.
That's a great idea.
I think I'm probably gonna hold. So if I hold my actions just to the end of the round, or do I get to hold it?
You can hold your action till the end of the round. Once the round passes or expires, and you haven't decided to take action, you forfeit that saved action.
Okay, I'm gonna pivot my focus to the thing in front of us.
The building.
Yes. And so we saw something scatter out of view, and
There were multiple. Yeah, there were multiple things inside the building. As windows blew out and the light poured in, it scurried and scattered whatever was inside.
and we're through the gate.
Yes, you're through the gate. Yeah, you're 50 meters in front of the housing facility.
Where's our little map? Let me think about this for a second.
Can y'all throw grenades? Does anybody have any grenades? So I have this grenade and I don't know how to throw it.
Give it to me. I could do something with that.
You
Okay.
could just watch and see, watch
Just
for
wait,
anything else coming
just
our way.
hold,
'cause
yeah.
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
what I'm
our
thinking.
backs are to that thing.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna just be watching for anything to come out of the rubble at this point.
Okay, all right. Well, it appears the front entryway has been completely destroyed, and a large section of the second floor has been severely damaged.
Excellent.
Windows have been broken out on both the ground floor and the third floor as well. So,
Okay.
all right, so the building suffered significant damage, taking 2 rocket hits.
So what I'm looking at is there anything else scuttling out of corners? That's
No,
what I'm
not
looking for.
not that you can see. Right, looks like whatever it was, as the light poured in, they scurried away from the light.
Okay.
So then that was at 11. So 8 is going to be hot hands.
Okay, excellent. But you're outside. So what I want to do, and I think I can do this, is I want to summon an air spirit
Okay.
to go and blast air through those windows to destroy them and hopefully move the
Break out windows.
Yeah, break out
Oh,
windows and
son.
move those blinds.
Hit
Okay.
it with a hurricane. Pow.
So let me go ahead and make that roll.
What force spirit are you summoning? The drain is the force times 2. Yeah, force 1.
Yeah, so force 2 means that it will. Do I know, like, I don't know the strengths of
Yeah,
the
its
different
abilities
forces.
are basically equivalent to its force. So,
Yeah.
Basically, it's rolls if you do.
Probably
it,
a force
it doesn't
3
take much
then.
to shatter glass with
Yeah.
air, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
force 2, I think.
it's still damage versus the barrier rating,
Yeah.
and but it also depicts how many dice you get for your skill rolls as well.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take a force 3. No, 2.
well,
I think-
he might turn and help us
Yeah.
fight too. So after he breaks all the glass,
Yeah.
he might turn and go on the dog. So force 3 would be helpful in that
Yeah,
situation.
and it also
You know
has to
what?
do with the amount. You also have to consider that the force of your spirit also has to do with the resistances of that spirit. So if that spirit goes into break out a wind or something, this thing engages in some type of combat, then its ability to resist that incoming damage may not, But just giving you all the angles there.
No, that's
So-
good. Yeah, so force 3.
Okay, force 3. All right. So you're gonna go ahead and give me a conjuring plus magic versus force times 2.
Versus force times 2, so that would mean I need 6.
Let's see. Force of the spirit you want to conjure. Roll conjuring plus magic versus force times 2, and you need 1 net hit in order to be successful. And each net hit gives you a service.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm rolling
So
6 dice. You're rolling your conjuring
you're
plus
resisting.
magic.
That's
Yeah.
the resistance.
Yes, because spirits don't like to be bound to service.
Yeah.
All right. So I have 2 hits.
3.
All right. So you have 1 net. So you summon the thing, and it has 1 service.
So I put the picture of where I want it, the windows.
You just command it.
Yeah.
Like spirits just
All
command
windows.
it.
Yeah.
break all the windows.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Break all the windows on the top floor.
Okay, cool. So it's gonna go and break windows until all the windows are broken, and once they are, then it's boom, it dissipates. Okay, so I think it's a major action, obviously, to conjure the spirit, and I believe it might be another major action to command the spirit. Let me double check here.
I feel like the last time I did it, like with the
Command
truck,
spirit
you
is a
let
minor
me-
action, so you
Okay.
can conjure it with the major action,
Right.
and then command it with your minor to break all the windows on the top floor. So there are a total of.
I tell it to just start at the corner with the guy.
Start at the fall right.
Yeah.
North side.
Yeah, the north side.
Okay.
Start at the north
Break all the
side.
windows on the north side.
Yeah,
all right.
that's
okay.
what I really am
Okay.
caring about.
So there are 4 windows that it needs to break.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, all right. So it moves. It flies up. And poof. All right. So that was on.
I was on 8.
I was on 8.
That was a cool action too.
Yeah.
That was cool action. Yeah. And then.
This guy's screwed with the wrong people, man.
Telling you.
So
have to
now
watch
we
those
are back to the top with MF.
Okay.
MF shooting. Are you shooting the wounded dog?
Yep.
Okay.
Then we're gonna die up. So I finally have 4, which means 5, which means we
Yes.
have a chance.
What is your attack rating?
You're getting another edge.
Okay. I've got 5.
So 3p.
All right. 3p. 6 dice. So I take another 2 boxes of damage. It is more wounded. All right. This round, the dogs begin to run again.
How far?
One of them is going to move 31 meters.
Okay.
The other one is going to run to another. Okay, so they've moved the same distance. So, which puts them at
126 meters.
126 meters. All right. So I'm going to cast a.
Oh, real quick, is LT lining up the?
Yeah, the other shot.
missile?
We told him to shoot.
Oh yes. So LT takes a shot. Let's figure out if he's able to hit here. Yes. So he fires. So he fires another missile at the building, doing significant damage, and it appears that the building is taking significant structural damage, and it may even compromise the building structurally to a point where there may be significant damage. Hasn't happened yet, but it looks like, okay, whoa, it's starting to look like the building's being compromised.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right. So I need your spirit to.
How dare you?
Nope, just gonna blast it with a mana bolt. Just a good old all-American mana bolt.
Good old all-American.
What's you just had the mana bolt pulled up? What is the resistance on mana? Yeah,
so mana bolt, it's going to be opposed to willpower, and intuition is the opposed.
Okay.
Which my fear spirit willpower is the 4, so that's 3, and then magic is 3, so 6. So I'm resisting with a 6. And why the heck does he get all the good rolls? That's 4.
Okay, so I've got 5.
Okay, so
All right.
so he takes 1 then.
Yeah, take one box of damage.
Spirit.
And how much damage does the spirit take? 3?
Here,
Its
let me
body is.
Its body is 1, so let me go ahead and see.
You can even take
Ah,
damage?
took 1,
No damage.
got 1, so no
No
damage.
damage. Okay, cool.
That's
So-
awesome. But what is his actual box?
That's what I'm looking at next. Oh wait, it would be
His body's 1?
no. Yeah, his body's 1, so it's body divided by 8 plus body divided by 2, so it's 8.
Okay.
Round it up.
It says body divided by 2, round up.
9.
1/2. Yeah, okay, so 9. That's
Okay.
not too bad.
It is now Nomad's turn.
Cool. So I'll take aim on the one we've been focusing on as of the 2 dogs that are rushing towards us and are currently at 126.
26 meters.
One of them is
Seriously?
wounded.
I will take aim
Okay.
and fire upon him. The wounded dog. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 1, 2, 3.
So that's 8.
8. All right.
It's like the damage is never what you get. It's always at least 1 higher.
All right. So I take 6 more boxes, and the dog
Yes.
slumps to the ground.
Nice. No man.
1 down. Yeah, it takes about 3 shots to kill
Yeah.
a dog.
I kind of feel like all I should do
Imagine
is just open my clip and just go peek, 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 and just kind of pop them out the back. so I don't really waste them. You know, but
Just
Make-
throw the bullet at it.
Make big noises. Bang, 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 bang.
Pew pew.
Really not expending ammunition, right? Save ammo by not actually pulling the trigger.
Bang! What are you doing, MF? He's like, bang, bang! I'm killing
No
him!
pacifist, you're all clicking them into your pocket. I'm really not firing bullets. I just think I am. It pays better.
I can sell these things.
Yeah. All right. So now it is Jelly's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try to talk to the dogs again.
The one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know if he'll
Shot
believe
at
you
yet.
after his
That dog has
brother.
not been
He
shot
has
at.
not been shot at.
Nope, he's not been
Oh,
shot
then I
at.
can't help you.
Maybe I'll just roll a little higher and it'll beat whatever it's got. This is influence. Okay, I got 4 successes.
I got 2. All right. So you command that you
Fooled him
you
again.
command
I
the
said
dog.
stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Great idea.
They're like, but
All right.
but.
Hot hands on 8. So
Okay.
you also get to control your spirit on your action. So you're gonna make the rolls for your spirit separately from.
Excellent. So now that it's smashed windows,
It basically
it's
spends
not
its round.
done.
It smashes
Yeah.
the first window of 4 on
Oh.
that side. Yeah.
okay, on this side. Okay,
On the north side, which is
Then-
the opposite side where you're facing.
that's excellent. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell it. Ooh,
You
actually,
already have the only command you can tell it to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
breaking
doing
windows.
its thing. Yeah. Yeah.
When it's done breaking all the windows, it leaves.
Oh, so then there's
now you
nothing
can-
that
you
I
can
need
do
to
something
with
else.
Yeah,
that.
you really
Oh,
don't need. You don't even really make rolls. It just.
It sounded
each
like
turn
you were
is
saying.
cosmetic.
Yeah.
Each turn it's going to crash a window. So it's crashed one of 4 of the windows on that side. On that
That's fine. It
face.
sounded like you were saying I get to tell it something else. So,
Sorry.
anyway,
If you had rolled better.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll peek out to where the dog. Oh wait, yeah, where the dogs are,
Wow.
and then I'll just pulling out my not that. It's my Ruger.
Okay.
I'll just take a shot at it,
Okay.
and it's probably at what, near medium range or near range for me right now.
Nope, we are at 126. It is at medium.
Medium. Okay, so that's an 8.
Attack power.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get another one.
That has to be more than 4. So,
Aren't you at 12?
or 12.
He's 8.
Right. That's not more than 4.
Oh, I thought it was 4
Yeah,
or
I did.
more.
I did too. I don't know.
Because if it's not more than 4, you get none of the ones from me.
Maybe
Whoops.
4 or more. I thought it was
My
more
memory
than
was
I'm
4
thinking
or
it's 4. I'm hoping it's 4 more. We've
Take a
been,
look.
Doing it wrong for a
yeah,
while.
we've been nerfing ourselves.
Nerfing ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny is I have a song about nerfing stuck in my head right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I change that and say I pull my shotgun out?
Sure.
I thought my shotgun was going to be less effective, but it's actually just better for me.
Yeah, I was gonna, for the Red Hawk. I was just going to put my hand out to capture the bullet you were going to drop out of it because they're useless too.
I'll take that.
All right. Let's see.
Go
Distribute
with me
edge.
to the
So,
recycling set.
if either is 4 or more.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
all right,
yes,
cool.
you get
So I get
another
the.
edge.
All right.
I got 2.
2.
Your shotgun total is 4 dice.
I got 4.
Yeah.
Do you have any extra? Do you
I have a
have
minus
any
2.
specialty?
Oh, do I have that? Oh, I can do that as a
take
minor,
aim
right?
For your,
Yeah.
for your
It gives you
minor.
1 extra
You're not
dice
doing
pool.
anything
Yeah, no,
else.
I'll take the aim then.
I thought you had a shotgun specialty, being that you asked for a shotgun all the time.
I do, but I have minus 2 for my stun because I had to do all
Oh.
that. So I got 3 total.
I have 4.
Yeah, okay. Blam.
Boom. All right. That was on 8. So we're back to the top with MF at 18.
Okay, here we go again.
You got this.
So do I have the edge now?
Yep, you're
Okay,
getting
yeah.
edge from me each time because
Okay. Well, I've got 2 on this one.
I have 2. That means I hit 3
Yep,
feet.
guys go to the attack.
Yes!
All right. So 3,
Yes!
6. All right. So rolling to resist soak the damage. I take 1 box.
I'll take it.
1 is better than 0.
All right. So it is
helping.
now the
Dog's
dog's turn. So
I'm contributing. That's it.
so it continues to sprint. It moves another 31 meters.
The
Okay,
command
so
didn't
we're
even make
at
it
94.
flinch.
Oh, I'm
95.
sorry. Yes, you commanded it. My bad. It stops.
Oh.
Although
Back to
no,
100.
but problem is it got shot, so it continues to move.
Okay.
Had he not
95.
shot it, it would have stopped.
95.
Okay, so it's at 95. So now it is Nomad's turn.
All right, take a name.
I'm sorry, it's not Nomad's turn. My turn.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I know what he's doing. So
Apparently he's not beating on the spirits. We're
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that's a lot of
There's other
fours.
issues right now.
Oh,
Is the
boy.
building?
Oh,
is-
boy.
is-
He's got some other
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Rock is
I
hitting
know.
the building. Like I don't want to mess around. I'm gonna waste my time playing around with this spirit right here. It's breaking windows. The building might, fall down.
0.
Okay, 0.
Dice.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll
0
my
on it.
dodge. I'm just
Don't bother.
Gonna, yeah, that-
Dodge into it.
yeah.
I rolled like
Yeah,
All right.
12 dice.
So that was on 12. On 11 is Jelly.
I'm gonna try again.
All right.
Yeah.
Bat dog.
The difficulty gets higher each time because he's learning.
I just gotta roll a little bit better every time.
That's the best part is when the dog is done, it goes back to the master. That's like stay.
No. Yeah.
I'm
fact-
my own dog.
I'm gonna eat you for suggesting.
You're not the boss of me.
I got 3 again.
Okay, I got none. Alright, okay.
So that's 1, then 2, then 3.
Hold your action until my turn,
Alright,
and then we
so
can shoot it before
that
it
was
moves.
on 11. So 8 is hot hands.
Okay, excellent. So I'll send my, my spirit will do another one.
Second window.
Wait, third, right?
Second.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
First round you summoned it.
That's right.
Last
summon
round
it.
was its first
Okay.
round. Yeah.
Then it's not near. Oh, near is 50, so it's not near just yet. I'll take another shotgun shot at it.
Okay.
Come on.
Boom.
Just 2.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Gosh darn
5.
you, Dave.
All right.
Oh wait, no, I already did the aim. So
Yep.
okay, yep, that's me.
All right. So then we're back at the top. 18
I'm
MF.
holding. So
Okay,
the dog
holding.
stopped again.
All right. So the dog stops.
That's a good boy.
It doesn't work if you say that.
Doesn't work for me.
No.
Yeah, as long as he stopped, I mean, I'm going to take the easy shot.
Okay.
And this time I'm going to get 3, 4.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Win it!
I have 5.
Well, I'm going to shoot him right after that.
Because he's coming again.
I've got 1.
4.
Barry, you need
More
to go
importantly,
Cross
in
off
the,
that
in
ammo
the
with
worst
your dice.
possible way, that's a critical glitch.
Uh-oh.
Or it's a glitch. How does it work? I have more ones.
Did
than-
you get any hits?
I got a hit.
Okay, you got a hit. So it's not a critical glitch. It's just a glitch.
Okay.
All right. So you just miss. All right.
Okay.
So that was on 18. Okay. So then
No, that was on 12.
12.
Then mine.
11's jelly. You feel confident that the dog's been shot and been shot at several times. You think that it'd be pretty far-fetched that your ability to kind of control it.
Yeah.
Right. Like right now, the dog is.
That's what I
Return
was
to
thinking.
base.
So I'm just gonna focus back on the rebel again. I guess what I'm gonna be doing is thinking about where everybody is, what incoming dangers are there, so I can kind of call out like, this is a danger, this is a danger. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
All right.
that's my move.
That was on 11. 8.
Hot hands.
Okay, excellent. So, how far away is the window, the north side, so the window to his room?
50 meters plus another.
I just need line of sight of one of the windows.
You can't see him from this side. You're on the south side.
I mean,
yeah.
if I move,
Oh.
in one move would I get to line of sight
No,
of
your
one
move
of the
is
windows?
10 plus. What is it on a sprint? If you sprint, it's 15 meters plus 1 meter for every hit on an athletics test.
So I'm not going to be able to get there very
Unless you
quick.
tell LT to move the truck.
Okay, no.
Do you have something that can do additional damage inside the building, like fireballs?
That's kind of what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
LT has there's still another.
A highly explosive grenade.
There's still another rocket in the rocket.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what, LT? Why don't we make sure that they're all done for?
Roger that. Right.
And then I will just take a
Open
shot
up
at
this
the
can of
dog.
whoop ass.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at the dog as I tell LT to light him up.
Okay.
And then in my head, I'm gonna think, you shouldn't have pissed me off. That's 2 again for the dogs.
Okay, 2 for the dogs, and that's shooting, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I get my dodge. I got 4.
Okay, yeah.
I'm rolling 11 dice.
I know,
right.
I know.
I'm rolling 11 dice. I'm not matching you on any of the rolls.
I was on 8. So then 8. So LT. Let me roll his 4 plus.
God, LT. if you
Light 'em
fuck
up.
this one You are trying to hit the broadside of a barn right now.
Oh, Jesus. 3, 6. Yeah, 6 hits. All right. So that last rocket rolls in through the already obliterated opening of the main walkway and slams into one of the structural pillars, and you can see almost instantly as this thing hits and it explodes out all sides on the ground floor. You see the building just shake. I mean, at its just and it looks like it's gonna come down. So back to the top at 18 is MF.
Shot again. I mean, I got bullets. So that's 4.
All right, 4. All right, and I'm gonna roll my 11 dice here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4.
So
4.
that's 3P.
Yes.
Tie goes to the attacker. All right, I resist all 3 damage. Thick skin of the dog. All right.
Where
So
And 95.
all right. Now it's the
Except now
dog's
he's
turn.
going to run farther.
Right.
It's the dogs.
Yep.
Hopefully he's not going to run further than
All right. So
45.
dang it, it's only got 2. That's another 31 meters.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So we're at 64.
still in good shape.
All right, so then my turn here. Okay, so he's doing that. Just trying to see. You guys aren't going to see what's happening. All right. On that side, the air elemental, but the air elemental is not concerned, and all its goal in life is to break windows.
So where did you get the dice you have, Dave? Were those out of the starter box?
Those are the dice from the Dice and Edge token.
Dice and Edge tokens. So for everybody listening to this, what you want to purchase is the Dice and Edge token set, which is the dice that Dave and Pedro are rolling. You do not want to purchase the high rollers because they ain't.
Ain't nothing high roller about the high roller.
I have the high rollers.
You want me to roll those instead and see if I do any better? Yeah, I think the dice in the starter box are the same as the ones in the dice. It's really cool dice.
I'm thinking along these lines. Catalyst, you done fucked up.
Yeah, I really like these dice from the Dice and Edge tokens. They're really cool, and they're easy to read. I just, have that cool. I like the corpse stuff. If it's a busier die, and so
it's a much busier.
I have to look at it and go, all right, what did I get there?
Oh, I'm doing that a lot.
This is a lot easier here.
All right, so down from the dogs.
Down from the dogs is going to be my little leader guy there who's doing his thing. Now it's going to be Nomad at 12.
All right, so we're still at medium range, so I'm just going to keep firing 2 shots around until that thing drops.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 4. I thought it was more than that.
6, which is a 9.
Okay.
Nice.
So 6 dice per body. I resist 2, so I take 7.
Yes.
Was on 12. 11's jelly.
I'm still just keeping watch. I'm surveying. I'm on the swivel.
Okay. And then hot hands at 8.
Let me see. So the building looks like it's about to come down. Yeah, I don't think I have.
You don't have fireball.
Does it have a force to it?
You're asking the non-mage.
Well, no. I mean, because in my mind, it blasts out flame.
Absolutely. It's like a grenade.
It has a right.
Yeah. So it's based on the hits that you get on your test.
Well, yeah.
Awesome. So looking at it, I'm gonna go ahead and just basically point my finger out at the top because I want to try and hit it so it blasts away from us. And I'm gonna say, now you're gonna learn why they call me Hot Hands. And I just shoot a fireball right at that top point to try and give it the leverage to smack down.
All right, so go ahead and give me a roll, and we're gonna look at the structure rating of the building.
Alright.
I was thinking throw it in. I'm not telling you what to do, but I was thinking throw it inside so things start burning.
Well, the top floor's where he's at, and he's not really mobile. I want my guys. He wants him to suffer specifically. So that's 6.
Are you blasting the building, or are you trying to blast one of the windows, or
blast the? You know what? Actually, I'll blast the window. Well, I guess my idea is I want the force to hit. If it can burn stuff on the inside, that's an added bonus.
All right, so you basically get to fireball the window, and then the flame, as it explodes, permeates the indoor and kind of, envelops the inside.
That's my objective. So then there.
Very movie-like and theatrical.
6 in that, and then plus my magic.
Very Tom Cruise Mission Impossible.
And that is our main goal, is to be as close to Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible.
Right, I get that. Yeah.
I don't make an action unless I think, what would Tom Cruise do?
Every day I wake up and that's my first thought is, what is Tom doing right now?
Right.
He's jumping up on the couch, debating Scientology.
And then I get on my
hanging
couch.
upside down on a splice machine, hoping to grow at least a centimeter.
5 hits.
That was pretty good, dude.
He's pretty short. All right, so you got 5. All right. Yeah. So the structure rating of the glass is 4. So, right? So like fireball, bam. All right, and then in an enclosed space, it it kind of envelops the oxygen inside there, kind of sucks it out, and fire blows out, blowing out 2 more windows. All right, so it's pretty impressive looking. Right?
I say it out loud in my head. You dumb son.
Well, if you count the third, the initial one.
Count the initial one, okay?
Okay, so that was 8.
Do I feel like the force of that kind of moved the building at all?
It's going to become very obvious that the building has sustained enough damage from the 4 rockets and now the fireball that
It's going down, baby.
it's coming down.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
It
yeah.
destroyed the building.
We took 2 dogs. You took out the whole building.
Well, don't forget my help.
Yeah, me and LT's got these.
Right, the ordnance, right? We deployed the ordnance
Yeah,
properly.
LT's got his little ghoul stamp on his side door. He's like,
As he's interviewed, he's like, "No, I just like to think that I did my job.
Good job,
No,
Soldier.
no heroes today. I just did my job."
So it seems like, for future reference, like a power ball would be better for this because the structure doesn't get to absorb the damage. Like fireball is indirect,
Right.
So then the structure gets to.
So it gets, yeah.
So,
in
for
theory,
future
it gets
reference,
its
like a power ball or a
resistance,
power bolt
yeah.
is the thing shattering.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in theory, it gets its structure rated in resistance, but
Yeah.
you know,
But a power
I
bolt,
think
it
I
wouldn't
like
get
the
that.
idea, so I'm just giving it to you.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
just cool
well,
that you
thank you, I
fireball on top of
appreciate
the
it.
rocket. So 18 is
power?
MF.
yeah, I got 4 hits.
Okay,
on
4.
that.
All right.
So this is
So-
insanity. On
why
5s and 6s,
It's
I
good.
hit.
You can't soak it.
I have.
There is only
Creatures
one
can't
die
soak
that
it.
has, or one side that has a 1.
I have
I am
2.
continuously rolling, so that's going to be a net 5p. I am
fine.
continuously rolling almost as many of those as I am of these. two numbers.
I took 1 box.
Do you lay them on 6s all night so they know where to lay
I
them?
have no freaking clue.
You've conditioned them.
All right. So 17, the dog continues to move. Yeah. All right. Ooh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 12 plus 25, 37 meters.
Okay.
Are we below 50 yet?
So we're at 27.
Oh,
You're
shit.
27 meters.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
if
for
I
me.
go down to 1, he has 12. He has 12 attack. So that'll give me that'll give him 1 edge per 4, or just 1 edge.
Just
So I guess I'll keep my rifle in here and shoot again.
Okay.
But my attack rating at this point is now 8. I'm sorry, it's not 1 yet. 1's to 3 meters, but it's 8.
When you're throwing a grenade,
Oh, it's 6. I'm sorry, it's 6.
you just have to how does the aiming work? It's just if you make a certain amount of hits.
What happens with grenades is the grenades always scatter. You one roll for the distance of the scatter, and then you roll the direction of the scatter.
Okay.
Is it like a major action to safely toss someone a grenade?
I would say a minor action to throw someone a
a
grenade.
football.
Yeah.
I
Or-
mean,
Ball.
like I got this grenade, but I'm probably not going to be the best one to
Use
throw it.
this.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, here, take this. And I didn't mean to pull the pin first. But,
Oh, wait a minute. You are, hold on. You're supposed to tell me these things.
Hot potato.
All right.
all right.
So, are you still shooting, or are you doing
Yeah.
something different? Are you throwing grenades?
yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm firing semi-automatic.
Okay.
Same thing.
All right.
It's going to be a 6 attack rating this time.
Okay.
And I'm taking aim for
I have 2 hits.
4 hits.
Okay.
So that is 8, 9.
9. Oh wow.
Woo-wee.
You got 1,
Get him,
2.
Josh.
All right. Cool. So, all right. It expires.
Yes.
Poof.
It expired.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You take it down.
All
Wham.
right.
Dog down.
3 face first into the dirt. All right.
So, yeah. I had 2 shots.
Okay.
I need to reload, but it's a
So, as you kill the dog, you're also going to notice that the building begins to crumble on itself as the structural supports fail, and it starts to. It doesn't, it's not like Twin Towers that come straight down. It starts to waver and then starts to crumble down towards the left, and it just kind of domino effects as it topples on top of each other.
He didn't know he was negotiating with people with a rocket launcher mounted on their truck. So.
Probably was anticipated that the building may not be there. If
Or a
things
very-
go wrong,
Very slippery
these
grass on
assholes showed up and
timbers.
destroyed the building.
I'll go outside, or my head's still peeked out. Who got screwed over because of hubris, huh?
All right.
Pee on
You
it
don't
too.
hear anything.
I am going to say, don't piss off. We still finished job. Get out of here. We
start job.
We assume he is alive.
Finish.
Yeah, he.
If it is vampire,
This looked more like a ghoul, but
Okay.
it very well could have been a vampire, I suppose. But
they are not simple either.
this creature was stuck together with tubes similar to Natasha back there. I don't think it was very mobile. It wanted me to bring food to it.
It had tubes like her.
Oh yeah, that might be specific. I'm fairly certain that Natasha was just food. It mentioned that we had something, and it was very interested in someone walking on the road.
Could we move her into a trailer?
Are we sure there's not ghouls still running around here? Because
No, we're not sure.
Well,
they were,
they ain't coming out. in the
I
sun.
say we get in truck, we drive to lab.
Yeah.
We still have sun, we still have light. We move now.
I think now's a good time as any.
Yeah, I think that's the best plan. LT, bring us to the turrets. Still got big old turrets. What are they doing?
Well, where you guys are at right now, you've got to. Yeah, you're over by the housing facilities. You're not over by the lab. The
Right.
turrets cover the front approach of the lab.
Yeah, we can make it into the lab without triggering the turret.
Yeah, you go around back. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So
Wait. What you just said, you're saying drive there, you're saying walk there.
Well, walk or drive, I think we could probably, go widely around the turret's fire zone, turret's kill zone, right, and go into the side. If we just follow, like...
you can just crash through the fence again.
Yeah, we could just follow the fence on the inside.
You just destroyed a building. It's not like you're worried about preserving the integrity.
No,
of
we're
the
not,
perimeter.
but... Right. But just go around, on the outside near the
Yeah,
fence.
because
so
the
that,
dogs got over to us somehow.
We can get there without triggering.
It's not just a simple goat path, like there's enough between the lake and the
No,
fence.
you don't have to leave the fenced-in area. Just drive on the inside of the fence.
Okay.
Hey, so I just drive around back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just
Like the
avoid
trucks that were using the ramp got there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
the
road.
turrets were not... all right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're saying they
My
went in front
concern
of the
is
turrets.
why would you set
Yeah.
up turrets that couldn't shoot
That
the
didn't
entire
have-
arc
right.
of everything from fence
That's
line
what
to
I was
fence line?
thinking originally. Yeah.
So they're not designed to provide complete perimeter defense. They're specific.
Keep people out of the
targeted
lab.
defense
Let's do that.
to protect the
Okay.
lab.
Well, I'm just getting to the center of the truck.
'Cause otherwise they'd be shooting at everything on the compound that walked around.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make much sense.
So
If they were straight automatic.
Yeah.
and we know they are because the dogs wouldn't approach them. So we know that there's
Right.
no...
They wouldn't bother training the dogs to avoid them if there were a person manning the turret.
Yes.
However, we know that the thing can mind speak with hot hands. Maybe it can mind speak with the dogs. So maybe we don't know.
But even if it can mind speak with the dogs, that means the dogs can't approach the turret.
Yes.
So it's like the same diff.
No. Just I say we drive. I say we move. We have time on our side for a short time.
Yes. And then, obviously, if a turret starts shooting us, we'll reverse.
Oh, back up. Hold on. We're taking fire.
If turret happens,
Yeah.
go backwards.
All right.
Hey,
well,
fellas.
you can sit. Oh, go ahead.
Do you think I overreacted a little? I think I lost my temper.
I feel like reaction was just perfect.
I mean, the guy
You
was
destroyed a building.
the guy was a big a-hole, and he wanted Natasha or one of you.
I'll come over and put my hand on your shoulder and say, there's no overreacting, there's winning or losing, and we won today. Gold sticker.
I gotta admit, you had me up front, but once I figured out what you were doing, I'm on board. Good job.
I don't like to admit it, but some of my more creative work usually happens when I lose my temper.
Here.
Who lost the gold star earlier?
Me.
Okay.
It was me for not shooting the dog. Which,
Not shooting the dog in the first place. Yeah.
You learn from your mistakes, though. Jelly is a fair.
I got one back, so it was okay.
Fair doler out.
I didn't get. Yeah. It's too bad I wasn't able to attack with the dogs, and all they did was run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank God we set it up that way.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, out of curiosity, could they do anything special?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
they? Yeah. What did
3
they?
bites. Let's start with that.
Yeah, they can bite you, and they also have corrosive breath.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Have something. Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Corrosive breath?
So what happened to
Yes.
The hole in
fence?
the fence?
Did they?
There you go.
Corrosive
Nah.
doggies?
How many of them are out in the
Corrosive dog
woods
breath.
right now?
Somebody got
Terrible
too close to the
question.
fence. Yeah.
Let's not
That's
worry
funny.
about that till we have to.
Mom, look at the dog that followed me home today.
Melts mom down.
I know. Okay, so yeah, I guess we go around back.
All right, so you guys are able to safely navigate towards the back. This vehicle is too big to fit down the
Oh, yeah.
service ramp.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That's, yeah.
But
so,
you're able to get around to the back where, you can basically have the truck parked with LT in it.
They should have LT set to drive direct. It
Yes.
should back up, have everything set to drive forward and out as soon
He's
as
going to
we
perform a
get-
38-point turn.
Yeah, right. He's in there doing the awesome power thing. Hold on. You guys go on inside. It's going to take me a while to get this thing around. 30-point turn.
Okay. If you need to reload, drink your little tea.
Jelly, I think I have a moment to go talk to Natasha.
Let's not bring her into this till we're done. So she knows that there's a... If she knows that all of her people are dead, she's probably gonna freak.
That's fair.
So Natasha's in the back of the truck. She's witnessed, like, I mean,
Yeah.
you've launched rockets. But you haven't, I mean, you blew up the housing facility.
She can't see it though. She just heard stuff.
But she can.
No, she's like sitting right there.
She can come down the half
she
stairs
blind?
and look.
I thought
Oh
she
yeah,
was blind.
she's blind.
Stairs of what?
In the cat, in the
Who's blind?
sleeper.
Is it
Natasha?
Natasha?
Natasha. You said her eyes were covered in cataracts. She could see nothing.
No, you're talking about.
No, you said Natasha was blind.
Is she blind? Okay, she's blind. All right.
Because we asked
Fight for a
her.
bone.
That's why we were like,
One
where
of
the
those
fuck
minor
is-
details that I forgot about. It's been 4 years.
Like, we're about to have a rough day.
Yeah.
Right.
We were like, where
Wait a minute,
are
the
you?
cataracts were
Just,
fake.
yeah.
She just takes, she peels them off the glasses. I was just
like,
like,
hey,
it's like
I-
cataracts glasses.
Like a Saw moment where the guy rises at the
Yeah.
end.
Oh, these are just cool
Oh yeah,
contacts.
yeah.
She's, like,
so
she's just like,
Oh, I'm a cosplayer,
I am
actually.
the I'm the big bad guy all along.
Yeah, that's what happens.
All
when
right.
we take those pictures. All right, so yes, she's just kind of like, what's happening? You know, like I hear explosions.
I was like, hold on.
That's gotta be stressful. No, we're good.
Natasha, go
It's
ahead
all right,
and
all right.
you just wait here. We're just about ready to go ahead and figure out what's going on.
All
It'll
right.
be safest if you wait here.
Yeah, she was blind because she was wandering blindly up
Oh.
the road. That's right, I remember. Okay. She says, okay. Yeah, no problem. All right, so you guys are facing the ramp that goes down to this. You remember that there was a dock, right? And it should end at some type of, it's probably like a door, a bay door, or something like that at the end of the ramp.
we move in. We must believe there are others
Yeah.
inside.
More ghoulies.
In addition, we should have LT set up. Full surveillance. If we are all going in, he needs to be able to check in quick. So we also need to make certain radio works through both levels down.
Okay. Well, we won't know till we get a little deeper, but yeah. So I'll prime LT. I'll say, you're our eyes up here. Stay sharp. Keep your head on a swivel. And Overwatch is the term.
Yeah, I would also like to, on our way in, just set up a motion sensor on the tunnel on the way down, just to where if anything were to come in behind us from that route, we would at least get a heads up.
All right.
So we approach the ramp to the lab.
Okay. So as you guys proceed down, it's familiar territory to you, Emma.
Right.
As you go down.
As I'm inside, just let me know if anything is substantially different. I'm not going to literally look at like names on the doors or any of that crap. I'm assuming, from what I've seen, that when we left, that I'm from outward look, I'm assuming the interior facility was shut down. I'm assuming that nothing's been done since.
Right.
So let me know if anything major is different.
Okay.
Obviously, the 6 people in the beds is probably different, but maybe it was a lab I didn't go into.
7 people.
7, yes.
I'm shouldering the rifle and switching to the pistol to cover in that.
Okay. So as you guys go down the ramp, it does end at there's a service door and a large like bay door that extends up. Both of them are locked.
When you say locked, padlock or probably
internal
from something inside?
Yeah, probably something inside.
Something that a mono chainsaw or mini welder could accommodate.
Yes, you could probably get through with either one of those.
Probably.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Maybe
Okay.
you
So I'll
take
check
out
it out.
service door.
Monofilament chainsaw.
You take out service door.
Hold on, I got this. Big one door.
Why aren't you using that more often?
Right?
Just
Sounds like a great
the shock
weapon.
factor, right? Or something like, hey, dude, he's
Yeah,
got-
just
got a
we might
chainsaw.
need this, you guys.
Somebody.
Are you packing around a big old chainsaw?
No, it's on my backpack.
Oh,
It's not a
Sparta.
big thing.
Right.
It's like a small little tool. I mean,
I'm talking
it's
about the chainsaw.
It's a small
yeah,
chainsaw.
it's a mono yeah, it's like the size.
No.
less
Mono
the
doesn't
size-
necessarily mean the chainsaw small.
yeah.
Right? It means
It's a breaking and entering tool, so it's something that a cat burglar could conveniently carry around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a heavy
It's not the
industrial.
combat chainsaw, the monofilament
You don't
combat
have to
chainsaw.
spend
Right.
30
Trolls
seconds
pack around, right,
you know,
okay.
pulling
It
that.
fits in the
Big
the
name
lock
Daisy,
kit.
right,
Yeah.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
it's tiny. It's it's for locks.
Okay, gotcha.
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So are you gonna cut your way in?
Well, the mono chainsaw is only if you can't break in with the auto picker or with the mini welder or something.
I'm gonna let you choose. Any of those will be fine.
All right, so I'll use the auto picker.
I guess I just need to know whether you're going to
Yeah.
break.
No, I'm going to try to enter as quietly and delicately as possible. So.
Okay. All right. So you use the auto picker. All right. So you can. It's a skill roll. I think it's just the rating
it
of
depends
your
on the
auto
rating
picker.
of the thing.
Right.
My
the
rating is
of
4.
the lock is 4.
Okay, my auto picker is 4, so I probably can get in to a rating 4 lock.
You get it.
Cool.
Right. So you're like, cool.
It's like a
Yep,
little,
and it unlocks. Yeah, it's automated.
Yeah.
They're power like little power tools. That
Yeah,
sit there
just
and
a
push
little-
all the little pins
like
up.
that
and
noise.
I
all
like
that.
Yeah.
the idea of little tiny hands inside.
yeah.
So once we're inside, first thing I'm going to do is look for lights.
Right. So as you guys open the door, as you walk in, the automated lights come on in the hallway.
Okay. We have power. This
Yeah.
is good.
But yeah. Nothing that would indicate to you that power is not. I mean, the turrets have been going. I mean, that's all being powered by something.
So then at this point, my next step is to look and make sure that the garage door, that I can find what makes it go up and down, and I'm going to test that it still works.
It works.
Okay. I'm going to leave it shut.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We head in.
All right.
It should
So
be this way.
we're shutting the door behind us. So because we have light. Okay, never mind. I apologize.
All right. So
Wait.
as you guys enter in, it starts to become familiar to you. Even though it's been 20 years, you're like, oh, you spent enough time here. You're like, I know exactly where to go. You go to
I all but lived here.
you go to a service elevator. The elevator, is powered up, and you take it down. And when you go down into the lab, there's 2 sections of the lab. There is a kind of an open bay section of lab for like observation, experimentation, and then there's the documentation side of the lab, if you will, where you guys would document your notes and pour over data and things like that, right?
Before we leave the garage, if there is some kind of a push trolley, something that if we've got to bring things out, we're not carrying them, it's got wheels. I don't know if there is such a thing in there.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Sure.
bring that down.
Yeah, bring that down with you. Okay. So you know that on the basically the non experimentation side of the lab is where there's a small data center there where the computer, the base of the data.
That's where I
being
want to
stored.
go.
All right.
So, Jelly, not to take control, but maybe we split. Someone come with me, get data. Somebody go check out moving facility.
Well, so the thing that separates the 2 halves of the facility, right? So it's fairly open. But the thing that separates the experimentation side and the documentation side, I'll use for lack of better terms, are bulletproof glass. So you can see through. As you guys look out onto the lab floor, you see the 7 beds. You see that there are tanks of some type that have been connected to some type of to the beds, right? There are 7 bodies on 7 of the 8 beds, and they all have covers on them, right? Like a sheet on them. This is not part of the experimentation that you were part
This
of.
wasn't here.
This
right.
wasn't. Yeah, the room was here, but this is something completely.
And when you
different.
say a tank, tell me what the tanks.
About the size of a water dispenser tank.
Okay.
Right. When you look at them, they're not see-through. They're solid tanks.
okay.
Right. They look to be maybe some part of some kind of metal, maybe. And you can see that the tubing runs under the sheets into whatever's underneath the sheet.
We have a pretty good idea, at least a pretty good guess what we think is under those sheets.
I've seen what's under those sheets.
Yeah. All right. So you find the server room, and the server room is locked.
Oh, hold
So
on.
back to
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah. Nomad, let's go check out the other area.
I'll go with MF.
Are you going to go into the experimentation? Okay. All right. Okay.
Be on the lookout.
Oh yeah, I'm like glued to Nomad's
This was
back.
not here. I do not know what this is. This is abomination. This is not what we were working on.
Jelly, I don't know if it'd be worth it, but find identifiers of them. Families might like to know.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so you go over to the other side. You're able to access the door. It opens up, and yeah, we've got these beds. They're basically look like hospital beds.
I do want to go look under one. It's dead body, right?
Dead body, sunken in, emaciated, withered, but not rotted.
Cataract
So
size?
Eyes closed.
I'll peel one open.
Okay, yes,
Ugh.
covered in cataracts.
How's
A
it smell in
white
here?
eye. No smell.
all right.
All right.
So
Like I said,
honestly,
emaciated, completely sunken in, but
Yeah.
no rot.
No decay.
Yeah, no decay.
Do they look ghoulish?
They do not look like ghouls.
Okay. And all the equipment in here is non-functional right now. There's no like hub of machinery or.
There's power, but whatever it is that's hooked to them, you're not sure what purpose it's serving.
So as Jelly's looking around, I'm keeping my distance and just keeping my pistol out and kind of trained on anything that might be ready to jump off of a table at any moment.
Okay.
Are they connected? So they're connected to the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a computer or a tablet at the end of each bed? Or...
There's a small terminal next to each bed.
All right, I'd like to try to activate one.
Okay, give me an electronics roll.
On our side, what MF and I are, what Hot Hands and I are doing is we're heading into the data storage area. I'm looking to see, first of all, is everything up and running, or did they pull everything?
Okay.
Can I assist on the electronics without lowering my gun?
I don't have electronics, so you should probably take a point.
Okay.
All right.
So can I make like a logic roll to assist, or do I have to have electronics to assist?
Yeah, you have to have the skill to assist.
Okay.
So you're like with this thing, you're like, yeah.
I'm like,
So here, you hold this. You hold this guy. 2.
So you tinker around with it a little bit, and you get to a point where it asks for an access code.
Looks like we're gonna need some credentials.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna find those just laying around right now. Let's see. Do you don't have any kind of way to hack it or anything? You know, like a little hacking device to automatically hack into things?
An auto hacker?
Yeah.
No, I don't have an auto hacker.
An auto hacker, that sounds cool.
That would be
cool.
useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have. Yeah. No, I don't see. I can copy a key card, but obviously that doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't do a key card.
You gotta have a key card to copy with.
Is there like a desk in here?
On the documentation side, there are several desks.
On the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just let you guys know the terminals attached to the two girls need some kind of credentials to see what's going on.
You also see that each bed is labeled subject number something, alphanumeric. X9-21. Yeah.
So,
X9-22.
okay.
Right.
What number was our girl?
She's 27.
27. So this is interesting to me because either A, the vampire did this on his own, or whatever the thing is.
Right. Or he just found a place
where he
people
was
were already being kept alive by nutrient tubes, and then he just started feeding on them without killing them over.
Free food.
My theory is that somehow he set that up and those tubes go to his tube.
He might have
pictures of
hijacked
face.
it, but I think he setting it up is a long stretch.
Take pictures of face. We follow up. We maybe check and see. Maybe these were scientists left from Evo.
Right. Maybe he's a vampire scientist. We didn't consider that.
Okay, well I'll take some little visual screenshots
Take some
of
screenshots. All right.
what else is in this room.
Other than there's various equipment, medical, surgical equipment.
Is there just the room devoid of anything else, or are there experiments? It's literally just this
It
experiment.
looks like it's set up to service whatever's going on in here.
There's nothing else in
specifically.
there. There's no data sequencers. There's no gene sequencers.
Not the experimentation side. Well, on the documentation side, you have many desks. Each one has a computer in it, and then you have a server room.
But there's no other pieces. There's no amino acid baths. There's nothing. They took everything.
Yeah, I'm just saying the beds and the terminals. Question. The tubes go from the girls to the tanks to where?
Yeah, they go. So the tubes go into. So if you look, you see that the tanks are hooked to the bed in some way. Mm-hmm. The tubes go from the subject to the tank, and then the tank's hooked to the bed, and the bed goes into a port in the wall.
So if that thing is still alive, it's potentially connected to these tubes.
Right.
So should we sever them to make sure that it no longer gets anything from these?
Is there 8 tubes going into 8 holes in wall, or 1 tube?
Each bed has two tubes that are going.
2 tubes into the wall.
So 16 tubes. Take one that is connected. See if it comes out. Cut.
I can't see how it could hurt to keep these guys from being able to come back from whatever damage we've done to them. So.
Okay, do you have a little blade or anything?
I have a big blade.
Oh, you're like, the
Did you
freaking
take pictures?
chainsaw!
Did
The
you take
chainsaw.
pictures of face?
No, I do have a katana.
They're all girls.
They're all girls.
They're all generally the same age, or?
Yes.
Okay, do they all look like Natasha?
No, they don't all look like her. They're all, different nationalities.
But young
or
women.
ethnicities. Yeah, but they're younger women. Young adult women.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start. Unless I'm stopped, I'll start slicing tubes. So
Chop, chop,
yeah,
chop. All right.
just make
Ew.
sure that
I'm gonna take like 10 big steps away from this.
Okay, back up. So meanwhile, in the server room, you find the server room, right?
Meanwhile, in the server room, it's not
The server
nearly
room
as gross.
door requires credentials to access.
You think your old
I'm gonna try.
credentials?
Yeah.
Okay, you put in your old ones. They don't work. It's like access denied.
If they had me as an IT person, they'd probably still work.
Do I know anything about the door? Do I think that we can bust it?
Yeah.
Okay. We go in. And I back up.
Oh God.
God.
He's like, I got this. I got this. All
And I
right.
run into the door.
You
You didn't learn from. You didn't learn from the first time. But
That was corrugated metal.
That
That's
was
a little
corrugated
tougher.
metal, a little different. All right, this is a security door going into a server room. Go for it. All right. Make an athletics
I'm gonna
test.
back up. I'm gonna
So tell me what you want.
watch.
So the rating of the door.
No, I'm sorry. What did you want me to roll?
You're gonna roll athletics.
Jelly gets the eye twitch.
You're like, oh, not again.
It's fucking.
Do you have
Okay.
like a metal plate in your head or something?
Go ahead and
or
roll.
is it just all
Athletics
flesh
and
bone?
agility.
Yep.
He's really solid,
Actually,
except
this
for
one's gonna be
this.
athletics and strength.
Anybody want to take bets on this?
There's not a snowball's chance in hell he's gonna make it through this door. 20
I'm
million.
assuming I can't.
I'll take that
No,
off.
there's no aiming. Yeah.
20 new yen it is.
Play some bets.
He'll
It's
make it.
unbelievable. I mean, the whole day, I think I'm averaging less than one. One success.
I swear, I have 20
So-
new yen on this.
All right. So okay. So now give me. So you don't run through the door. You bounce off like you did with the corrugated metal, right?
Yep.
And,
I felt it move. I think I have it.
Go and give me an athletics roll now to not be knocked down.
Oh, just same thing, or
Yeah.
is it still strength?
I know it's athletics plus agility.
Agility.
This is to not. Yeah, basically you ran full force into the door and bounced off.
Yeah, so that's 5.
Okay, so you don't fall down, but you stagger for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna take another shot. This time, I'm gonna
So
try.
you try it again. All right.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
try
some
mine.
different dice.
Okay, different dice. Okay.
I'm getting
Double
tired.
or nothing?
The threshold goes up. All right. But
Yeah,
go
if
for
you
it.
don't get this, I got another idea.
Double or nothing?
2 this
hot
time.
hands?
Okay, not enough. Go ahead and make an
Double,
athletics
two,
roll.
double or nothing deal. He's got this.
And this time 4.
All right, and make a body resistance roll. You're resisting a 2 stun.
2.
All right, cool. So you don't take any stun damage. All right, but you got your bell ring a little bit. Not as the first. The first one didn't get through. You're like, I think I got this. Right, and you still didn't get through.
And this time I pull the gun out and just shoot the lock.
That's why
Okay.
you need
Okay.
an
I'll
auto.
say, well, let's
that's why
wait.
you need an auto picker.
MF, one
EMF.
second. Let's do
Yeah,
this
just
together.
auto-pick.
I'll take out my shells and I'll pump in some armor-piercing rounds,
You're like, here.
and then we'll just blam, blam,
This is
blam.
easier. Yeah. All right. Okay, you guys fire off like 3 rounds each, and you do enough damage to the door to where you can just kick the thing open.
Okay.
Maybe not to burst
Not to-
any
not to
bubbles.
vert?
So we hear shots.
I weakened it.
Yes.
It was weakened by me. It is good.
I think
We're
we would.
inside.
I think we would have needed a few more shots.
What's
for you.
going on over there, guys? Are you all right?
Now I only
Yes.
old
I'm
Nick
good.
60 new yen.
We are in.
We have our auto pickers too.
So inside there are 6 racks, 6 server racks, and and there are a series of wires that are coming in from one big central plate that shares a wall with outside on the experimentation side of the lab, coming into the databanks.
So the question is, are there the data packs still in there, or has everything been stripped?
It's running.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on. You can hear the fans. I mean, it's air conditioned in here.
Well,
You know.
shit, let's pop all the data packs.
Okay.
I'll just pull them out.
Right. So the data, like basically the storage, the
Yep.
storage banks, right? They have locks on them.
They have a lock. They have a locked door and locks on the storage. That doesn't make sense.
Is there?
Yeah.
got it
Is
all
there any?
figured
Are there any
out.
terminals in here?
There's a terminal in here.
Are there any
I'll go
desks
over
with
to the
credentials
terminal.
When you're
to the
saying
bottom?
locks, I'm thinking you're talking.
You ever looked at a
padlocks.
server rack, right? It's actually got like a lock on it, where it's so you can't just pull the storage,
Array.
enclosure
It's
array.
called an
Yeah,
array.
yeah, it's just, yeah. You can't pull the array. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, the array would be like all of them together. Would
Yeah,
be the array,
that's
but yeah.
what
Yeah.
it's called.
Josh knows these terms.
I'll go to the terminal and take a few keys. Does it Ask for a password.
Yeah, as soon as you hit a key, screen pops up and it's asking for some type of credentials.
I'll go put in mine again.
Okay, doesn't work.
All right.
I'm gonna look around the desk
Nomad,
and see,
can
look
you
for
come
a
in?
password. Basically, I'm gonna look for some idiot
There is
who
lock.
was
You
lazy.
must pull.
We're at in the
Any sticky
documentation
notes?
side.
Yeah. Well, no, just like if there's a
definitely
desk
sticky
where the
note with a
terminal's
password
at,
somewhere
or
nearby.
A cheat
Exactly.
sheet's all password here, right?
Someone
Every
here is
science
over the
lab
age of
I've ever
45.
been in has them.
Oh yeah.
they're all surprisingly everywhere. Josh, I'm sure
Like a
you
guest
are well aware of
login?
that.
Yeah.
The hospital, they're all over.
I'll just
Oh,
look at
yeah.
the bottom. It says add your password.
It's surprisingly
It's
more
horrifying.
common than you would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Because people don't remember that.
My
crap.
boss at work has a Microsoft document of all our passwords.
You don't find anything inside the server room.
Okay.
Is Nomad coming in yet?
Well, hold on. We're still dealing with our goo tube.
We're over here on our side.
Yeah, he's
Alright.
katana-ing a
There's
goo
no
tube.
There's no corpses in here, is there?
No.
No.
It's a
we probably
clean.
need them all.
It's a clean room. Yeah.
That's what I said. Nomad, get in here.
Yeah.
This is what we're here for.
Oh, so wait, hold on. Well, hold on. Slow your roll, MF. What comes out of the tube?
What,
Yeah.
when you hack.
we sliced
so-
all the tubes.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you slice the tube, there's no liquid. There's no.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Transmission method has been eliminated.
BBs.
Let's move on.
Do you have any little creatures that you can send to the tube to track it?
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
nanites.
Yeah. No.
Ooh,
I'm fresh
I
out,
could be a
actually.
real jerk and
Drone
send a
spiders.
little air spirit through it.
Air bubbles.
Let's table that. I like that a lot.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A little teeny tiny air spirit. Just really like
little tiny
hammer
one.
in that you
Yeah.
screwed with the wrong people.
All right, so.
Little microphone.
So yeah, as you guys cut, you cut the first tube. You're like, all right. You kind of expect to see like maybe some kind of liquid or something.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Dry.
All right. I think we've done what we can here for
Or
now.
they don't
We need
transport
some.
liquid. They're not designed for transporting liquid. One of the
We just let gas out. Does this smell like really nice to you? Does it smell like really funny?
There's no odor. Yeah, there's no odor in here. It's
Most of them
sterile.
are odorless.
Kind of giggly. I'm feeling
Maybe
a
they're
little silly.
energy vampires and they feed on their emotions.
Yeah, could be. Okay, so
that'd be funny.
we will rejoin MF and Hot Hands in the other room now.
Okay, so they're in the server room. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. All right. So you guys are all in the
Should
server room.
not all be in here. Someone should be in hallway. Just Nomad.
There's no real hallway between the server room and the
Outside of
documentation
server
side,
room.
which is in the basically the main documenting space where all the desks are.
Password 123.
No.
All right, so you start trying to crack. Yeah, that doesn't seem to work.
Okay.
Are you trying electronics?
Yeah. So yeah, that's my plan. Is if I can bypass it via any kind of hardware measure, which is my specialty, then I'll do that. If not, if I need to use the user interface, then I'll just use electronics.
So you decide. Are you trying to bypass it?
Yeah, if
Okay,
possible,
so
I
try-
would
you
love
can
to
try.
rewire it. That's my
Okay,
my bag.
all right. Okay.
Right there.
So your threshold on this is going to be 4.
All right. So
Pretty different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. All right.
Yes. Bam.
After a few moments, a voice comes up and says, "Welcome, Dr. Shadowrun."
I don't know that.
No, you do not know that name. And that's where we'll end it.
Oh, that was a good one.
Alright,
That was a good
alright.
one.
Thank you, Dave.
All right.
You're using the wrong keys, Hot Hands. You gotta use the wires under the console.
I don't know how any of that works. A capital
Actually,
P.
so MF, I mean, off the record, you can make a logic roll.
I'm cutting it off the record.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-Sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.